be like bad economy to do something like that or not. But that's just what I would have done, because I think it makes more sense, because then people can really get the taste of what the full game would be like. Plus, it would allow them to do a bunch of quests, get a bunch of stored up experience, and possibly get a bunch of items that they can sell. And so if they ever decide to become full members, they'll have a bunch of money just stored in the bank, I think. But again, I'm not sure if that is bad economy for both the game and real life economy for the game developers, Blizzard. But that's just my little spiel on what I think should have been done opposed to what was done. If anyone agrees with me, feel free to state your comments. State what you think. If anyone agrees or disagrees, rather, feel free to tell me. By the way, that sound when I go as I try to take a sip from my freaking Coca-Cola. It's delicious. Controversy, I prefer Coca-Cola over Pepsi. I don't mind Pepsi. At work we don't actually have Coca-Cola, so I have to drink a bunch of freaking Pepsi. Not a big freaking fan of Pepsi, but like I said, I don't mind it. I'll drink it if I have to. And I just, Coca-Cola seems to have lost a bit of its taste over the last couple of years, but I still prefer it over Pepsi. What I prefer is the fact that when you drink Coca-Cola, you get a bit of a burn in the back of your throat, and I kind of like that. Just something that, just one of those things where you can't necessarily explain it. Okay, now where should am I supposed to be going for this? Over here, okay. See, I'm just gonna be dicking around, doing quests and shit, and griping about the game. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing for whenever I do a video like this. Okay, well that was easy. Yeah, that was actually a really easy quest. Now this area specifically looks fairly similar to what I remember it being. It's just, once you get a little bit further ahead, you start to see where the land has been ripped apart and shit. And that's when I start to realize, wow, this really isn't what I remember it being. Like, when I first landed in, I was like, oh, this looks a lot like how you remember it. And I look around and it's like, oh, what the hell happened? It's just, everything's destroyed, and the landscape is so much different than what I remember, and what the hell is that thing, and why are those friggin' tree spirits just standing there like they're friggin' frozen in time, and, you know, all that weird stuff. Now, when I played all those years ago, right here, you could walk right here, and there'd be hundreds of bears and shit. You can just run around and kill them, skin them, get easy experience, make armor patches, all that good stuff. Get your skinning and leatherworking up nice and high. So, train it up a bit and get the ability to craft your own armor, all that good stuff. But they decided that'd be too easy, so they changed it. And I'm a little disappointed with that. Makes it a little bit harder than what it used to be, but harder isn't necessarily worse. Harder isn't necessarily, like, being easy isn't necessarily better. But that being said, having a game be harder because of game development, the game devs say, I don't like the way this is laid out. Let's change it by using natural disasters. It doesn't necessarily make it better either. But you know, that's just my opinion, no one else's. I'm not saying that anyone else has to agree with me. I'd like for people to agree with me, but I'm not saying anyone has to. And holy shit, I'm opening these freaking things fast. I didn't think that it's supposed to take a lot longer than that. But I'm not going to complain. I like how they're in groups of 2, so although it looks like you have to, groups of at least 2, so although it looks like it's going to take a really long time to 16 yet to gather, it really doesn't take very long at all. It's kind of nice. I don't even remember this quest, I probably never did it. Or it just might be that I just don't remember it because it was freaking 5, 6, maybe more years ago. I don't know, it's kind of a loner. He was the only one so far that was by himself. Well, there's a couple by themselves over here. So for the most part, they're in large groups of 2 or more. Oh no, these are still groups of 2. If the other one was just a loner. Okay, just need one more. And look at that, group of freaking 3. I'll just borrow him. And he's gonna vanish. Alright. So what do I gotta do here? I gotta go way off in that distance. No big deal. Figure this out.
For far too long.
Which, oh yeah, I feel that for some reason the werewolves joined the alliance and not the horde. I'm not exactly sure why that is. You'd think that a bunch of werewolves would be on the horde side because of the theme, but apparently not. Not that I'm complaining, because werewolves are cool. Werewolves are cool, yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily want to hang out with one. You know, don't want to get bitten. Where the hell is this? Oh my god, stupid ramp. Where am I going? Oh. Hello?
What brings you here?
Sure. Oh, hello. Go over here. Yeah, face down this way. And then I do slash lay. It's not quite what I meant to do. Not quite where I should have been positioned, but okay, whatever. Don't worry about it. I'm not too worried about that. Alright. Dog, stop your whining. Well, that's an interesting weapon right there. Where do all these people get these freaking fancy ass outfits? Like, they're low levels, and yet they have all this fancy shit. Bugs me. Not fancy shit. You know what, I'm actually gonna keep that and sell that at the age. Because I'm smart like that. This one's apparently soul-bound, so that shit. So that. Keep that till that at the age for a ridiculously high amount of money. Probably more than it should be worth. Because that's what people do at the age. Firewand. Definitely be selling that at the age. You know, I actually bought that to see if my subscription worked, because for some reason I had bought my monthly subscription and wasn't letting me do anything of my. It was just letting me do what a free-to-play account would have been able to do. wasn't letting me do the shit that I should be able to do. So I was kind of annoyed with that. So after a bit of working with the shit, trying to get it to work, I managed to get everything working. At which point well, at least I thought I had gotten working right. So I had decided I'd go to the AH, find something nice and cheap to try and buy. Found this level 7 sword. It was like 2 silver in the auction house. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'll buy it and see if I can buy it. I did the buyout, and as it turns out, it let me. And so I was like, sweet, let's try selling that back now, because I don't actually want it. But as it turns out, no one wants to buy it back. So I'm gonna put it back in the auction house as a very long auction, and I'll try to get some money back from it. If not all of the money back, some of the money back. I should have sold those cheap, but whatever. Who cares? Too late. I remember when you could skin deers. As I'm pretty sure you could skin deers at one point. If not, then I'm a dumbass, and you can call me one. But I'm pretty sure at one point you could skin them. I love being able to change those. Target, it's too close! I do love the new ability, execute. It's a very nice ability, it's very powerful. It's killing these freaking assholes very easy. Yes. More leather for my leather collection. My goal is to get master level skinning and all that shit. Master level skinning and master level friggin' armor leather working, so that I can make armors and then sell them at the auction house for probably more than what they're worth, and profit. I wouldn't do that actually. I usually put this stuff on the auction house probably for a lot less than what they're worth. I once sold Korean what is it, like purple text item for the level 50 purple text item for like 2G, when it could have been sold for a lot a lot more. But I'm just a freaking nice guy. I'm too nice for my own good. That's just the way I do things. Because, I have no... And once you can make your own armor, well, I won't be able to make my own armor. I can make leather armor for myself, but that would be kind of stupid. But what I plan on doing is, once I get enough money, I'm gonna start training myself to get metalworking, so I can craft my own standard armors. Oh, that probably would be really retarded because of the fact that I plan on just like running dungeons over and over again to up all that shit. More ruin leather straps. I'm not worried because I can make them into good leather scraps. I can make them into good leather. This is gonna take a while. This is why I hate this kind of quest, because it's all just a freaking matter of chance,